Hi, how's it going?
All right.
Uh, well, uh, I'm almost out of here, right?
No.
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I'm dying.
Go see a doctor.
Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me?
No. Most normal people, if they're sick, they go see a doctor. And then if anyone's poisoning you, they will know. There's tests they can do. They think you got parasites in your brain.
Yes, mother. But when the FBI is murdering you, they are in control of everybody you're in contact with. So,
Are you talking about aliens from outer space?
what the fuck?
The aliens that come see you in your sleep at night?
What are you,
Is that what you're talking about?
what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, just so we're clear, are you talking about human beings from Earth?
Whoa! What the
Yeah,
fuck?
whoa is right.
What are you talking about?
Are you talking about invisible people? Invisible? Have you completely lost your mind?
Oh, I wish I could.
Sounds like.
I wish I could live in the land of delusion.
Well, I think you are. You've created this delusional atmosphere for yourself.
Well, anyways, they've turned the gases in here way up, so
well, it'll be just a matter of minutes.
no,
Right.
it's not minutes.
It's not.
It could be
Could be serious.
any time, like maybe.
Let's
Fuck,
hope
I don't
so.
know.
Huh?
Within the next few days or something, I don't know.
Well, make out your will to me then. Make sure.
I owe.
Make sure you give everything to me.
That means you pay for what I owe.
No. I guess there's all kinds of unclaimed bodies. The families of these dead people in the mortuaries, their families, or second of kin or whatever, they do not want to pay for their funerals. So they're just sitting in there for 90 days.
Well, you know what?
Passed the law that they can only hold them for 60 days. And I don't know what they do with them after that. Put them in a landfill somewhere? Cover them up? I don't know.
I bet,
People just can't afford it. But don't they understand? Our government should pay for everybody's funeral.
I bet somebody will claim my ashes.
Yeah, who?
Huh?
Yeah, who?
Who?
Who? Who's gonna do that?
Maybe Michelle. Because I told her I wanted her to dump my ashes off the Deception Pass Bridge to be with my husband.
Yeah, well, how dependable and reliable and stable is she anyway? She never texted me back or anything.
That's because you got ghosted. And I think it had to do with that time that you slapped her in your truck. That's exactly what it had to do with.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
I never slapped her in my truck.
Yeah, you did. She was in the front seat, and you were driving, and I was in the back seat.
And what did she say?
She said something, and you thought that it came out sounding smart, alecky, or something, and so you took your hand and you fucking whacked her in the head.
Well, she probably deserved it.
No, she didn't.
She probably did. Why are you interfering?
No, she did not deserve it. No, but
turning her against me anyway.
why would she deserve for her grandmother to beat her in the head like that? Just because she didn't even say anything bad.
Then she should have shut
As
up.
I recalled, she didn't even say anything bad to you. It just...
You were always turning her against me anyway.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
You were always telling her to be a smart ass to me and putting me down in front of her all the time. That's
No.
why she said...
Are you talking about when we used to joke back and forth?
She said something sarcastic to me, then she deserved being slapped. But I don't remember that. It probably didn't hurt her.
I heard the slap in the back seat.
She was never, you know what?
It looked like it hurt too.
You were just jealous of the relationship I had with her, and you were always trying to, make it, draw attention, like, oh, no, make sure you call her grandma when we're in the store and stuff like that.
Oh, I was only joking. God.
You were mean.
I was only joking.
You were jealous and you were mean.
I was not.
Yeah. You're always putting me down whenever she was around.
Probably because you were putting me down.
I didn't have to put you down. You were already down. What are you talking about? She was a little brat. She turned bipolar in her teens, started hitting grandma, kicking her in the legs. You don't kick old people when they're in their 80s.
Maybe she deserved a fucking kick or two.
Oh, now she's deserving. Now, grandma deserved to be kicked. But Michelle don't deserve to be slapped. Is that it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? You're a hypocrite.
No, because you and your mother were both...
Respect your elders.
You and your mother were both fucked up. Because she was fucked up, and then she raised you and Lori, and she fucked both of you guys up.
She did the best job she could.
Yeah, I didn't say that she didn't. But all I'm saying is...
Did you go to work for the railroad?
Why were you out in the backyard? Why were you going around the house with a syringe filled with salt water, squirting slugs?
Injecting slugs?
Yeah, why were you doing that?
When I was a child?
Yeah.
Because it was fun, man.
Fun?
It was fun.
How could that be fun to see, like, the torture of a slug like that?
Well, don't you think doctors do that all the time?
Is that why when I grabbed that slug when we were on that hiking trail, and I was like, oh, cool, banana slug, because he was really huge? And is that why you were trying to kill it and take it away from me and kill it?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Roy was there, too.
Why would I want to take a slug away from you?
Because you were trying to kill it. You said, give that to me. And you, like, chased after me a little bit.
Don't remember that.
Yeah, you were trying to take it and kill it. Just for the sake of killing something.
Oh, my goodness.
Just for the sake of killing something.
You sure spend all day long thinking of the past.
Well, I'm almost dead, dear. So...
You're still alive.
You don't even know, man. I wish you could feel what it feels like to be gassed out by this shit.
Well, I'm sorry you're
Who knows? Maybe one day you will get to know what it feels like.
Well, I still smell of sewer shit smell in here, and there was some sewer that came through here like 2 weeks ago, and it filled the whole house up with just this terrible smell. And oh man, it was strong. The whole house stunk, and I ran up and back. I asked the guy back there working on this storage. He was putting in a storage shelter for this guy back there, and I asked him if he smelled any sewer, and he said earlier he did. The whole ground up in the back there smelled like this real strong sewer smell. And I said, could you come with me? And I need, I told him because I needed,
Isn't that the parasites hooked up to the sewage and the water?
I told him that I needed a person to verify that somebody else, smelled it too, just besides me. And so he came in here and he smelled. He said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "It smells really bad underneath the kitchen cupboard, underneath the sink." And then we went outside in the yard and the ground smelled too. So it was coming from a pipe that was under the ground, and yeah. So.
Hey, do you still have a rat problem?
No. But I still set those traps. I haven't caught anything in a long time. I was catching little teeny tiny little field mice, and they look so cute. Yeah. But I haven't caught anything lately. I've also got those green bars, tomcat bars out there. I put some in the storage shed. They've been nibbling on that. That'll kill them too, because it swells up their stomach. I think it's got baking soda in it.
Yeah, do you like killing those rats?
Oh yeah, I get off on it, man.
Do you?
Yeah.
I bet you do.
No, I don't like killing them.
Is that why you let me is that why you helped me give me and the rat a ride down the street to let one off out of the trap?
They carry diseases. You're the one that wanted to relocate the damn.
We should have took it over to Lori's house.
I'm not gonna help you catch these anymore.
Hey, we should have took the rat over to Lori's house and put it in. We should have put it into a box and wrapped it up as a present.
Why didn't you put it in Grandma's bed like you did? You're evil. Remember, you put those gardener snakes in her bed.
Yeah, but they all crawled out.
Trying to give her a heart attack?
They all crawled out.
You're trying to give her a damn heart attack.
No.
Well, you were trying to kill her.
No, I was not.
Well, someone her age.
Hey, she told you. Did she tell you about her story about her about how she saw the devil on her bed once?
Yeah, she never should have told you.
Don't you think that's creepy? That she saw the devil sitting on her bed?
She had a hallucination.
What if it wasn't a hallucination? What if it was real?
Listen to me. She had undergone a rape from a guy that was already married. She was afraid he was going to rip her clothes off and kill her, maybe, and so she didn't complain. She didn't say anything. The guy gave her money to go get an abortion. It was too late, so I guess she kept the money. And I think it was weighing heavy on her religion, and I think it kind of got to her guilt conscience because she was thinking about having an abortion. That was Neil. And so she went right to work after she had Neil. She left him with her mother to raise on the farm, and she went back to work. that's when she had this vision of this devil, and her mother told her, I think he went back to work too soon. That's what her mother told her. Rose was a bald-headed lady, lost all of her hair after she gave birth to Jimmy. He was underweight. He was a preemie, and they kept him warm in a shoebox. I guess he was so damn small he was in a shoebox, and they kept him by the oven to keep him warm.
Shit, that's small.
Yeah.
They kept him by the oven? It sounds dangerous.
It's kind of like that movie.
Doesn't that sound dangerous? Putting a baby in a shoebox next to an oven?
Well, that's how they kept him warm.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Well, he was a tiny little. They didn't think he was going to make it, but yeah, he was born premature, before his time, and he may have been the last kid born. No, I think was Milton the last one. I don't know. But anyway, she lost all of her hair. It started falling out after she gave birth to Jimmy, and I think it has something to do with hormones. And I bet you maybe she lost some of her hormones. And sometimes when you have a baby, a lot of your hormones it can cause a big depression. A lot of mothers, some of them get it worse than others, and some of them abandon their children and they just run away because they can't deal with it. Brooke Shields tried to ram herself into a cement wall with her car. I mean, they took her whole insides out, and it was sitting on a table next to her. I guess she gave birth to somebody, and she had a hysterectomy. I don't know. She told the story like the doctor had taken her insides out. Gave her a hysterectomy, and it was sitting right on the table next to her. Anyway, it caused her to have what do they call that kind of? They call that some kind of a depression after you have a baby. Some people get it, some don't. And then, of course, they feel like they're bad mothers because they feel like that. They don't tell anyone because they're ashamed of it. Anyway, it's a real thing.
What is?
It doesn't mean you're a bad mother. It's something that happens to you.
What?
After you give birth to a baby, you can feel real depressed. It happens to some people.
Huh.
You never heard of it?
Yeah, postpartum depression.
There you go. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Instapot frozen chicken recipe. Here we go. I'm making some. Did you ever see my Instapot?
So, is you and the rest of the family taking bets on when I'm gonna croak?
Yes.
You are?
Would you like to take a bet? $100 a ticket.
What do I get if I win?
Put down the date that you think you're gonna die.
Yeah. And then when I die, how do I
Gets all the money.
How do I collect?
Well, we'll dig a hole and put it in there in a jar next to you. To take it with you to your next life. Do you think there's a next life? I do. I think there's a next life.
Of course there is. either going to be with Jesus in heaven or with Satan in hell.
I never did find my true love soulmate. I think you did when you found Todd. But you know what? I never did. I never had that connection with anybody yet. But I know that maybe it's going to be in my next life, you know. But your dad and I mean, we were just too young. All we wanted to do was get drunk and, you know, and have sex. And then he stopped wanting to do that. Jerk. And he was a stubborn man. He didn't want to come home after work. He didn't want to help out with his housework, shopping, or anything. Did I tell you about the time I put this bowl on his head and gave him a haircut? Yeah, he was passed out. He stopped coming upstairs to sleep in the bed. He'd come home whenever he wanted to and sleep on the couch, and he was all still passed out. So I put this bowl around his head and just cut his hair. His hair was getting all long. He was pissed when he woke up and saw his hair. He told me he was going to cut my hair. So I'm going to do that to you. You just wait and see. Some night he's going to put a bowl on my head and cut my hair. Yeah, that was the worst thing I ever did to him. Anyway, I was too stupid. I got married to an ass that didn't want to.
You know when CPS removed me from your house when I was 15? You know what they told me?
What?
They told me that before my dad married you, that he was convicted of rape.
I never knew that. I never asked. Nobody told me. I mean, there was a rumor where he said, oh, he was with some girl and she turned him in for rape. Yeah, whatever. I wasn't being raped.
Yeah, I'm sure you weren't.
I didn't have to worry about that.
Well, Mom.
I thought he was handsome and strong. Yeah, I was in love with him. Yeah. I was in love with him, but I don't think he was in love with me. Or if he was too immature.
Too bad you didn't know he was a pedophile.
He was too immature to know how to share anything.
Good Lord.
Good God.
Good Lord. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It sounds like you're talking through a vacuum cleaner hose.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you sound like Roy.
Shit.
This guy that Roy knows fixed my front seat so that it goes forwards and backwards now. And Roy was making this noise, you know, how he does, like that. And the guy told him, stop it. He says, you're just looking for sympathy. You don't have to be making all that noise. And Roy said, I'm exasperating. That's what that's called. And he says, yeah, I know what it's called, but you don't have to make the noise that goes along with it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I just told him, you know, cut it out. Nobody wants to hear you. We understand, you know, that you're sick and you got emphysema, but we don't want to hear you doing that. Now, have you gone in and gotten all your flu shots for this fall?
Mother.
If you haven't,
Oh my God.
Roy's neighbors they all got sick. They were all vomiting. They're all sick as dogs. And Sherry, yeah. There's Sherry. Sherry works at Home Depot. She got sick. She brought it home to everybody. So, and then her husband got it, or they're not married, but her boyfriend got it. And then her brother Terry and her other brother Larry, they're all sick, all four of them, because they don't believe in vaccinations. They never got vaccinated, and the flu is a real thing. People seem to think that the government just wants to inject you with experimental medicines to kill us off.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it is in my case, because when you're under investigation or you're being murdered, like if you go in to get a flu...
You know what the FBI does?
When you go in to get a flu shot, instead of getting vaccinated, they're actually injecting you with the flu.
Yeah, it makes you immune to it. That's what it does.
No, I'm saying when you are under investigation or you're being murdered by the FBI.
How do you know all that? Did you used to be an agent?
Because they've been doing this to me my whole life.
Did you used to be a secret agent?
Well, no. That's what I had going through my head. That's the song I had going through my head, but I was going to start singing it, and then I thought, no, I better not.
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
Well, you probably do.
Hopefully I'll die soon, and
got some Tylenol? Take some Tylenol.
I had a whole shitload of Tylenol, but the FBI poisoned it with parasites, and yeah.
Well, a lot of that might be, in your... A lot of that, happens when you start suspecting that everyone's out to get you. That's because you're overloaded with stress.
When the FBI is murdering you, you're pretty much overloaded with stress.
You ever heard that song, Dance with the Devil?
No.
Neither have I.
Okay.
Isn't that, the devil went down to Georgia.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
All your bows and fiddles.
Yeah.
Music loud.
Hey, what do you think's going to give out on me first? My kidneys? My liver? My heart?
Well, save some organs for me in case I need some.
Like, am I going to have
You're alive so I can harvest your organs.
A heart attack or a stroke?
The only reason they haven't done away with you is because I need you for your organs.
No.
For your spare parts.
Yeah, they're doing away with me now.
Look at this.
That's why
10 minutes in high pressure.
I'm in the fucking closet trying to breathe and shit. I'm just hoping that the good Lord Jesus will call me home and I won't have to suffer anymore.
He don't want you.
Shut up. Bitch, how you know?
I almost peed my pants.
Serves you right. Oops.
Round the mountain. How does that song go? Okay, what's 20 minutes subtract. Oh man, 20 minutes. How much time did they say? Jump to recipe. Okay.
Oh my God.
12 minutes. So my chicken might be done now. Hope I don't overcook it. It said
Yeah.
10 to 12 minutes, and I set it for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Can I ask you about something? Remember when I was a kid and you're like, do you want a baby brother or a baby sister? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Oh God!
And you're like, and I go, why are you pregnant? And you're like, yep, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, oh, cool. I went to school. I went to show and tell, and I told all my classmates that I was gonna be a big sister. And then I came home one day. I asked you about it. You said you got rid of it. You got an abortion. Why did you do that?
I don't think I did.
And why did you do that 6 times?
I don't think I did that at all.
Yes, you did. And the next time you got pregnant, you did the same thing again. You're like, hey, would you like a baby brother or a baby sister? I'm like, yeah. And like, bro.
Is that why you had 6 kids and gave them all away?
That's not exactly the story. That's not what happened.
Is that why you had 12 kids and gave them all away?
That's not what happened, but hey, I can understand why my dad's mom pissed in a jar and kept jars of piss around because she had 9 or 10 kids, you know? The type of thing to drive you up your freaking wall.
Oh, yeah, well, she was Catholic, and she had a husband to help her with the kids, and she had older kids that could help her also. So she was not all on her own. She didn't have to go to work and punch in a time card and work an 8-hour shift and then come home all alone and take care of picking up kids from daycare and then paying for all the bills by herself. She had a husband. I did not have a husband. So that's, and another thing, me and Roy, it would be nice for a while, and then all of a sudden you'd be just a jackass. It's just a horrible, horrible nightmare. Be yelling and throwing stuff for no reason at all. But he'd make it like it was my fault. He'd make it seem like it was my fault. That's was his excuse for acting the way that he treated me. He would always try and turn it around and make it like it was my fault. Well, if you wouldn't have done this or that, then I wouldn't have done that or this or that. You know, that's how he was. Anyway, you know what? He never had a job. He never had a steady job. He was always smoking that pot. And then he started snorting cocaine. You know, and that's probably what was causing.
Remember when I was in high school and I was 17 years old and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning and Roy's high on crack cocaine. Here he comes through the bedroom door and he goes to the blinds and starts looking out the blinds and he's talking to me like I'm wide awake or something. He's like, "Oh, have you seen any cops out here? There might be some cops out here."
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're looking out the... across from the QFC? And he wouldn't leave. And I'm like, I need to sleep so I can get up to go to school.
Was that when we lived in Bothell on Easter Side Drive?
No.
Because he didn't live with us then.
No.
And next, across from the QFC?
No. Where you're at now? We
only stayed, here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He was doing that shit? What are you looking out the window for?
He was looking for cops.
Oh, out in the parking lot?
I guess.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing he wasn't here that often. Yeah.
Didn't he one time he tried to, didn't you tell me one time he tried to talk you into, tying me to my bed? Yeah, you told me that. You said that one time he tried to talk you into tying me to my bed
Oh,
at night.
oh,
So he wanted me to be tied down to my bed so when he comes in high on crack, he can fill me up.
oh, for crying out loud. No, I think he
Just
was
like he did
referring.
when I was 15 years old. Motherfucker reached up and grabbed my pussy.
I think what he was referring to when he made that comment is because you maybe were running around drinking and getting in trouble and with smoking pot and stuff. I don't know. He made a comment like, well, maybe we should tie her to her bedroom so she can't get out and get into trouble. You know?
No, the way you told me is that it was serious.
Oh, like, yeah, like that's really going to happen. See, there's a thin line between what someone says and what somebody really means. I mean, and he's made comments about killing Dwayne and, you know, running him off a cliff. When that thing came, when he was molesting Michelle,
Yeah.
nobody knew about it until she started getting this rash and it was sore down there. And I said, "Why are you sore?" You know, and then she says, "He told me not to say anything, but I'm gonna tell."
Oh, that fucking pisses me the fuck off.
No.
But I want to go back to my plan of like torturing him with brown recluse spiders like I wanted to. Biting his genitals with brown recluse spiders. That was my dream. I dreamt about that every day for fucking decades. I wanted to fucking do that.
Michelle can still take him to court and sue him for what he did.
That motherfucker is long dead and gone.
No, he's not.
Then why is his family members all helping to kill me?
Well, that's not true. That's what they want you to think.
No. Because when Jerry Martin Smith and I were in Coos Bay, there was someone posing as his sister, and his sister's husband was guess who? His sister's husband was Dwayne Allen Sider's brother.
Oh, God.
One of his brothers.
So,
And I thought, maybe it's just a coincidence.
you got enough tape to tape record me?
What?
Well, isn't that what you got me hooked up to? Is a tape recorder?
No, I wanted to do FaceTime.
Oh.
I just wanted to talk to you a little bit before I die because I ain't feeling so good.
Well, if you're not feeling good, it's probably because you're fucking sick. The flu's going around, and a whooping cough is going around.
You're not really that delusional. You're still pretending, right?
Are you current with all your immunizations?
Oh my God, dude.
Vaccines?
Fucking a-hole.
All these immigrants coming into this country are bringing in the measles, and they're not vaccinated. So, there's a lot of people dying from the shit. Anyway, if you're not current with your vaccines, you should be. And, you know, you could be having some kind of mental illness that stems from the Conyers family.
There is no mental illness in the Conyers family. All of them are completely sane.
No, they're not. Marie went cuckoo.
She did not.
You know, little Marie went cuckoo, and so did Marcella. Your grandmother was in a basket weaving place for quite a while. She had a knife hidden underneath the mattress when she was still married to Earl. and she would not pee in the bathroom because she didn't want to take up any space. She didn't want to be a bother because she figured she was no use to Earl anymore because she was done having children, and Marie was the last child she had, and she felt in her mind that he was trying to do away with her, so she had a knife hidden under the mattress to protect herself in case he decided to kill her, I guess. That, in her mind, that's what she thought. She thought her use was over. I guess she thought she got married just to bear children, and when that...
Oh my God.
She couldn't bear any more children.
This is getting bad.
In her mind, she was a goner.
Shit.
He was gonna kill her to get rid of her. That's what she thought. Anyway, he had to put her in one of those places to get her better, and then
so your mom sees a devil coming sitting on her bed, and so she doesn't have mental illness in the family.
She got it from her father because her father.
Then it is in your family.
Her father was a schizophrenic, I think, because he was always beating up Grandma, his wife. He was always accusing her of sleeping with the work hands, and he's especially when Milton was born, he said, "That's not my child," and Grandma Thompson just laughed. He said, "That's not my child," and he accused her of sleeping with some of the work hands there on the farm.
Yeah.
And she just thought it was funny. And he shoved her face in a pile of horse shit one time after church. And Grandma saw him. She witnessed.
Oh,
She took her head and shoved it into a pile of horse shit. And that's how they went to church. They had a buggy with horses. And he was put into the VA hospital to have a hernia surgery. And all of his friends come to see him and say, hey, told him all these horror stories and say, hey, you're never going to make it out of here and this and that. And they told him all these horror stories about what happened to certain people that went in and so he started getting all paranoid. And he was yelling at people and threatening them and let me out of here, and calling them names. And so they put a straitjacket on him, and they set him by the window, and he got pneumonia and died. Got pneumonia and died in there. They wouldn't let him out. And do you think? And I guess Grandma Thompson was afraid of him too, because he probably threatened he was gonna cut her throat too. Maybe he got so scared in there that they were gonna.
Hey, remember that time at Grandma's house when I was getting ready to go out and catch the bus for school in the morning, and Lori pulled out a knife from the kitchen sink on you?
That's when I came over at night. I come over at night. She was there, and I said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Go home where you belong." And her eyes were all black. Her pupils were just pure black. Like there was a devil that entered her body, like a demon entered her body, like somebody else had entered her body. And,
Jesus, man. That's what she looked like when she was beating me in my high chair, dude.
She pulled this huge knife out of this is over at Grandma's house. She pulled this huge, big knife out of the butcher block and held it up in the air. And I said, "What are you gonna do with that? Put that fucking thing down before you hurt yourself." And I got her to go back home, but I think she was scared. She was freaking out over there, being all alone, and I guess the boys, her like Randy and Edward, they must have been up in Marysville with Dan, and so she was out there all alone.
Oh my God,
And she was scared.
I'm gonna
And
fucking
anyway,
die right now.
weird shit.
Jesus. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die right now,
And yeah, I don't know. She was doing weird things like putting snakes inside of trunks.
Oh no.
Weird things, strange things.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
anyway, I was talking to Roy about it, and he said, "Oh, she's never gonna go in voluntarily, and we're gonna have to." So he called and talked to somebody, and they went and picked her up and put her in up the hill there. They put her in that place for a couple weeks till she got better. But yeah, she was in sad shape, and no, she wasn't going to admit that there was anything wrong with her. But again, people just said, "Well, we can't pick her up again. I mean, she's not hurting anybody, is she?
Oh my
Is she
God.
hurting herself? No.
Oh my God.
But she could have. It would
Oh my
be a
God.
matter of time till she did hurt somebody."
Oh my God.
Walked in on Grandma's. Grandma said she walked into my room one morning and stood over the top of me, just staring at me. Yeah, that's when she was living there with Katrina. Remember, she moved home and she had Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how she went to the bar every day when she was pregnant with her?
Yeah.
And everybody seen her, and everybody just gave her drinks anyway.
I don't know. Jeez, I don't know if she was drinking or not.
Yeah, she was. I smelled it on her.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, well, you know what? I guess she had to do something because she was in a lot of pain. The guy that got her pregnant was seeing somebody else, dumped her, and yeah, she thought it was her job to beat that girl up, so she went out to his house in Redmond and started pulling this other girl's hair. Oh boy. Yeah, too bad. It's too bad. Yeah.
I thought Lori only liked to beat up on little 1-year-olds that were strapped in a high chair.
Well, you know what? Yeah, she had a cat, but she swung a cat around with a rope around its neck too.
I know, I seen her do it. It was like a helicopter. She put a rope around, and it went around and around.
Because she was so stressed out, and then she had to listen to those cats mating all the time. The fighting, yeah, the male was always trying to hop on the female, and yeah, it was just too much for her. So I'm glad she got the help. I'm glad she.
Is that why she purposely ran over her pet cat that was fucking in the driveway when we pulled in the Volkswagen?
Anyway, I'm glad that she got the help she needed. Okay.
She pulled into her driveway and just slowly rolled over the top of both cats until their backs cracked. We could hear them cracking and shit, and she was in the front seat smiling away. What a sick bitch, man! Fuck!
It wasn't attached to him, I guess.
Holy shit! Jerry was crying and shit.
Who was crying?
Jerry. He goes, that was my favorite cat.
Oh, that's sad.
We were all telling her, don't run him over, don't run him over, don't run him over. And she knew what she was doing. She went real slow over the top of him.
That's sad.
Yeah.
None of them were neutered. You know, they should have been neutered. Yeah. Well, yeah. So, yeah, that's what stress does to you, and it runs in the family. So beware. Part of the stuff you think's going on, and maybe the FBI, hey, I think you've said enough things on YouTube about them that maybe they probably are watching you now.
Oh, mother.
Make sure you're.
I know that you know. I heard you on the phone telling Roy about his medication. Oh, you better make sure that she didn't take your medication. She knows about the pills. She knows about the anti-parasitic pills. You better count your pills, Roy.
Roy doesn't take pills.
Yeah, the anti-parasitic pills.
Oh, he takes pills for his emphysema.
No.
Yeah, he don't take no parasite pills.
He did when I was there.
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, the only thing he takes is steroids.
No.
The
No.
doctor will put him on steroid pills. That's to make his lungs stronger. You know, he's just about...
He took the pills, and then all of a sudden he flipped some switches around, and then he's like, okay, bye, and he went into his room right away, and then it started, the parasite started running along the floorboard. That's why he wanted me to sit my cheese and my bread down on the floorboard, because the parasites were running along.
Is that why you put those sticky pads all over the house?
The what?
Sticky pads.
The what?
You put those little sticky mouse traps.
Oh, no, I was trying to catch your rats.
Oh, that don't catch them. You know what? The rat will chew off his own tail if he gets caught in a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, I think I'm gonna die now, so,
You're not.
anyways, I hope that you, find Jesus before you die. There's still time, it's not too late. But, if you don't, you're gonna be sorry. So, remember...
Have you found him yet?
Of course.
Where is he?
He's right here.
Oh, goody. Oh, if he's right there, then he's got the answers for you.
Yeah. Oh boy. About ready to croak.
Have you had lunch yet?
Yeah.
What'd you have?
I don't
You
even...
gotta have your favorite meal before we croak.
I don't remember.
Lobster
I don't know, who cares?
frickin' lobster. You need
Hey.
to have you get to request your favorite
God.
meal before you go.
I do.
Lobster.
I don't think the FBI does that. That's only in prisons.
Frickin' steak and
The FBI doesn't give two thunder and fucks about your last meal just as long as it has parasites in it.
Steak and lobster. Well, you know what? The human body can digest just about anything. And all of that acid in your stomach kills anything that's in there. So.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Good
Hey.
to go, I think.
Yeah, I need to go now. Okay, I need to go.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I'll talk to you some other time, maybe. If not,
You'll be fine.
maybe I'll see you in the next life. I hope you find Jesus.
I hope you go in
If you don't, you're fucked.
Go get your
But, don't say I didn't tell you so. I warned you. Remember that.
One of us.
I'm gonna say I told you so.
Become one of us. Go get your vaccinations.
Okay. I'll talk to you whenever. Or not. I don't know. I'll be dead. Okay.
Alright.
Hey, take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.